everybody. Good to see you on. Look at you with your cameras on. Look, and Louise. Louise has got her camera on tonight. Lovely to see you. Hey, Christine and Laura Brown and Laura Druss. Look at you. You've all got your dressing gowns on. I need to get mine on. I've literally just scoffed my dinner. Just absolutely. I'm sure that how many of you have like rushed to get on this call? Well done, you're here, we made it. Awesome. So got some cool little things to share, and so good. Oh, hi Shaquille, good to see you on. Hi Liz. Obviously we've got until 8:30 sharp tonight to jump on the blitz, so I've got some great things. Louise is just jumping on now as well. Hi Louise, good to see you on. You made it. We were just saying we've made it. We've all rushed to get on. I've just scoffed my dinner and you're all here. You made it, so well done for being on. It's so good to see you with your cameras on. You know, it's so lovely. So I know that some of you asked for some tips on sharing the bundles, so I'll share a little bit about that tonight, and yeah, just we'll have a little chat about things and what's up and coming. And obviously we've got the Shred 10 Droptober starting on Monday the 11th. So if you haven't already seen about that or heard about that yet, note that down. So that's starting on Monday. So it always, just so you know, it's always going to start on the second Monday of every month. So you can kind of get into that routine. So every second Monday of the new month, a new Shred 10 is going to start, and this month is going to be Droptober, so that'll be really good. And obviously we've got our new bundles, which, I mean, who's excited about the new bundles? Give us a wave. Yeah, I can see lots of hands. Hi Tiana, lovely to see you on. So these bundles are really, really great, as I'm sure you all know, you've seen about them. Obviously it contains the 60 sachets of the shakes with the boosters, so that's one bundle. That's the balanced booster one, which is great. I think we could do some sort of like 30-day shred with it, so people could do 3 boosters a day and the boosters would last 30 days, and they could do 2 shakes a day and the shakes would last them 30 days. So if people literally want to try it for a month, this is their chance to try it for a month and try it properly. You know, we know that for best results, 3 boosters a day is like, if you read the box of the boosters, it does say 3 boosters a day is the best one, but obviously we don't always have 3 a day. Sometimes you can just have 1 or 2. But if somebody really wants to like go to town and like really, you know, do like a 30-day shred challenge, if they want to get some quick results, then that's exactly how to use it. 3 boosters a day, 2 shakes, 2 snacks, and a healthy meal. So that's a great thing to do. So if people are kind of put off by the monthly payment, or, you know, having the large 6 pouches, for example, then this is a great way to, you know, if you've got people you can follow up with, or this is how you can talk about it on your stories and on your posts, is that this is obviously a chance for them to try, you know, 30 days, 30-day shred, get some amazing results for the little black dress season, the Christmas season, end the year strong, and everything like that. So I think that's great. Obviously they can do monthly or they can pay in full for that. And then obviously if they don't, you know, maybe they don't want to do 2 shakes a day, that's fine. They could always just have 1 shake a day and make it last 60 days. You know, so it's complete, you know, they can pick and choose how they want to use it. But I think it's a great way to sort of say to people, you know, if you want to try it for a month, then this is a great chance for you to really properly try it for a month and get some great results. Hi Mandy, good to see you on, my lovely. We're just chatting about the bundles. And then obviously we've got the other bundle, the winter wellness bundle, which obviously again includes it's the 30 sachets of shakes, isn't it? And then the 30 soups. So again, you're getting the 60 servings in total again, but instead of it all being shakes, you're getting half shakes and half of the soups. So again, you know, somebody could do a shake for breakfast, soup for lunch, for convenience. Like, you know, if someone's really busy and they're skipping meals, these are perfect to have. And if they don't want to have 2 shakes a day, then they could change it up with having a shake and a soup. And then they could do, you know, the 2 healthy snacks and a healthy evening meal. And again, with that package, you also get the 90 sachets of boosters. So again, they could do the 3 boosters a day to last them 30 days again. So again, you know, if somebody doesn't want to have 2 shakes a day and they want to change it up and have a soup instead, then again, that's a great way for you to be able to talk about it. And if you know, again, if you haven't tried the soups, like, the soups are a great way to, you can bulk them out as well. I don't know if you've ever seen my posts about the soups where you can, and well, actually loads of you have done this, but you can like add pasta to it, you can add noodles to the soup, add extra veg. You can even add chicken to it if you want. I add tofu to mine, and you can actually obviously you can have it on its own, but you can actually bulk more to it. So if people are kind of thinking, oh, I don't just want to have shakes and soups and not eat, you know, again, they can make it more of a meal if they want more. And obviously with the shakes, as you all know, you know, you can do the pancakes, you can do the oats. So, you know, you can, so many things you can do with them. So, and I know that Christine is like a chef, she's like a top chef. And so she always does like soups. I know that she was the one that actually told me about using the soup as more of a sauce, you know, with your food. And then that's when I actually started adding more things to my soup. So yeah, it's great. So that's what we can do, guys. So my tip would be for like promoting the bundles, talking about the bundles, would be talking about how I'm talking about it to you, like put it into people's real life situations, and, you know, jump on your story and talk about it. You know, you're so excited. The company have just announced these amazing new bundles. And by the way, I didn't, 20% off. I actually didn't even say that, did I? 20% off, like, what the hell? So that's obviously the other thing. So you can jump on your stories, jump on a live, jump on a post, and say how excited you are. The company have announced these amazing new bundles, 20% off. The company have never done a bundle with the soups like that before, and they've never done a bundle with, like, the 60 sachets of the shakes before. So this is really, really exciting. So this is a great chance, like, to all those people that maybe you've been speaking to about the products the last few months, maybe money's been a little bit tight for them, or it just hasn't been the right time. Now is the time. Go and follow up, get in the messenger and follow up, and don't be frightened. Like, jump outside your comfort zone. I challenge you, and just say to them, I'm really excited. I just thought I'd let you know. Company's just announced we've got these new bundles, 20% off. If you're interested in finding out more, I'd love to share more with you. If you're interested in saving money and getting some great results this month, let's chat more about it. But no worries if not. I just thought I'd ask. It's our job to go out and share this with people. It's important that we talk about it on our stories, and of course post about it and do lives, of course. But what you don't want to do is rely on that on its own. You want to do that, and then you also want to then get in the messenger as well and speak to people, follow up with people, speak to people about it, and talking about those bundles like that on your story, getting excited, talking about that they get the 60 sachets and you could do it for a month, and exactly like how I've talked it all to you and kind of put it into a real life scenario. That's how you want to jump on your stories and generally talk about it. I mean, I got an order for last week for speaking about this. I ran out of Amigas. Has anyone else ever done this, where they've like ran out the capsules or ran out of the Amigas? Wave at me if you've ever done this. Yeah, got some hands. Yeah. So I'd run out of Amigas, and I was like, really like, no, I need these Amigas. So they finally arrived. So I jumped on my story, was really excited. I was like, got my Amigas, they finally arrived. I'd run out, and I just started talking about the Amigas and the benefits of Omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And if you're not sure about all this, guys, you don't have to be an expert. Just get onto Google. I'm like the biggest Google searcher. I Google search everything. Like, Mum and DJ know this. If Pascal's got something wrong with him, I'm like Googling it. Like everything. Or like if I've got something wrong with me, I'm like, oh, what's the symptom of a headache? Oh no, like you know what I mean. Anyway, so you Google everything. Obviously, just make sure you get it from a proper source, of course. But go and research the benefits of Amigas, and you can talk about it, or you can even screenshot it and put that on your story. And yeah, so I got speaking to someone because she saw that about the Amigas and she ordered today, but obviously that started from last week. So you don't always expect to put something on your story and necessarily get something straight away. Remember what I always say, what do I say? People are always watching. And you just never know. It might be one little thing that you say that piques their interest. Mum, I can see you've unmuted yourself.
I'm used to sitting beside you.
I know.
Yes, that's so true. You know, put up all those things on your social media and everything, but we have to get in Messenger. So my Ask the Question at the moment is that I'm talking to people about the the October the 11th shred and how I can help them. I'm asking in my birthdays after they've replied on my birthdays. Glad you liked it, that sort of thing. And then I always say at the bottom, what have you got any health goals for the rest of the year? And that can lead to things as well. But basically, you've got to get into your Messenger, post these great things to attract. So our social media has got to be something that a magpie is going to be interested in, to swoop down and listen in and stop with your social media as opposed to anyone else's. But then you need to get out of your comfort zone and ask the question. And if you've been asking the question, you've been through all your people that you've asked the question, change the question up so that you're saying, look, I'm really excited about the Shred 10 that we're now about to be starting on the 11th of October. It's about shredding unwanted eating habits that's holding us back. Got some amazing deals on the 20% discount on our most popular packages that I can chat to you about. I know we've spoken before. Is now a better time for you to take a closer look? I love that line. Is now a better time for you to take a closer look? Because you can say that to them every single month. We've spoken before, just bringing my message back up to the top. I've had my messenger has messed me about, and I've had messages disappear, so I didn't want it to happen to you. I'm just checking in with you, and is now a better time to take a closer look. And then when they say no, just say to them, no worries, I'll keep you in the loop for next time. And then so that you're doing that all of the time. So you've got a continuous flow of people for different reasons to talk to them about. And I just think that works so well.
Yeah, I love that. Absolutely brilliant, Mum. And I think like that key question there, have you got any health goals for the end of this year? I love that one. And then you also said about the we've got our Droptober shred starting on the Monday. Is now a better time for you? So I love that. So many great tips there. So does anybody have any tips that they would like to share, like to come on and share any tips on how they're doing the bundle or what they're finding is working well for them? Give me a little wave if anyone's brave enough. Hopefully someone.
Okay.
There you go, Laura.
So I got that boost. What did I get? A booster bundle today, didn't I? With the shakes. And basically, when we had the last month with the the September bundle reset, and then it got extended, I messaged her on the Friday to say, oh, it's just been extended, because she said, oh, I don't get paid till midnight, so I won't do it. And obviously I know like the cutoff, and I wasn't staying up till midnight anyway to do that. And then I messaged her on Friday and she just didn't do anything. And then she messaged me on Monday saying, oh, I'd like to go ahead and order. And I was like, oh, it was a September offer, and then it only got extended for that one day that I told you. And she was like, oh no. And I said, oh, I think this is like the first time they've done it in ages. And she said, oh no. So this morning when I because my chat was all messed up because of the Monday thing, and then when I got on top of the chat this morning, I saw the bundles, looked at my office, and then messaged her. First I told her it was £43 because I got all confused with the soup, and then when I sent her the link, I was like, oh, actually it's only 37. She's like, that's even better. And she's done it, and she did it. So just that little, like, I just literally sent her the link and the thing. I've never done that for like my website because I always get their details.
Yeah.
So I might actually start that again more, just so that they've got it and then it's up to them.
Yeah.
So it's just it was just like good. And she was like, oh, I've done it. So yeah, that was just good.
No, that's
And
great,
that booster
Laura.
one today, I just put in the chat. She said, "Oh, I have a month's supply of boosters?" And I was like, "Oh, we don't do it." And I thought, I don't want to sell mine. And then I said, "Oh, but you can have 3 a day, so it works out a month's supply." She was like, "Yep, I'll have it." So I was like, "Well," so it's just like, I suppose I turned it around to act in both their interests, so to say.
Yeah, that's so good, Laura. Thanks so much for sharing that. Again, great tips there. You know, like with the boosters, you know, I think sometimes we can forget that actually they are designed to have 3 a day and to have a month's worth. So, you know, obviously if people want to spread them out, of course they absolutely can. But yeah, if anyone's like want to try it for a month, remind them that they
Loads
can.
of people do buy those ones from FM, and they are a lot more expensive. So, because my friend sells them. So, just bear that in mind as well. Like, they do them as well, and they do buy them. People buy them. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I think as well, like another little thing that my plan, like some point this week, because I've already spoken on my stories today about like the capsules and a bit about the shake. But I want to get on my story at some point this week and talk more like about the booster and actually how the booster works. You know, that it cuts your calorie intake by 25%, makes you feel fuller for longer, you know, and actually talk about that and use one at the same time. So again, that could be something that we could all do between us, you know, one day this week. Planning on doing it. For me, it depends on what I end up putting on my story. So I know I've put quite a lot on there today, so I know that I'll either do it tomorrow or Friday. So yeah, great tips there, Laura. Thank you so much for sharing. Does anybody else have anything that they'd like to share? Any tips that they've found that's working well for them for the bundles, or even like a win of the week? I think you've heard enough of my voice now.
Just Amy, going back to one little thing, as I noticed you say on yours, link is in the bio. Is that with the LinkedIn thing, is it?
Yeah, so you can have a link tree. Do you all know what a link tree is?
Yeah, I've got the link tree, which
Yeah.
is another website, isn't it, that you can get a link to, like a...
Yeah, so literally, so your link tree it's for absolutely free, Liz. So you can like put into Google link tree, set it up. If you need help, you can speak to Christine, you can speak to me. There will be probably, if you put into YouTube like how to set up a link tree, there'll probably be a tutorial for it. But we can always help. So you literally put into Google Linktree, set it up, it's free. And basically what you do, I mean, if you go look at mine, or Christine's got one, or anyone else who's got one, you can set up, so on one link you can have more than one link on one link, so you can actually put the bundles on your Linktree. So that's what I did the other day, is I updated my Linktree with the new bundles and called them, you know, like new bundle 20% off. And so you obviously, when you're talking about it on your posts and stories and videos and stuff, because I find that not everyone some people are like frightened to message you, or some people just want to go and do it themselves. So it just gives them that option. So you can just drop in and say, yeah, the link is in my bio if you want to go and order. And then they can literally just go straight to your website and they can literally go and order. So that can work quite well. And you can also have on there like you link to your Facebook, you link to, you know, so you can go across to different platforms, and you can have like a link to your free group and stuff like that as well. So yeah, it works really, really well, that. Yeah, Mum's just showing it there.
Well, that's what it looks like. Once you click on the link, you get all these green banners, which is filled with what I want people to see. So, you know, and you could make one of those links to your bundles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's such a great thing. I've only really started, that's only been like quite a new thing really, like the link tree. So again, that's a really good little game changer, that is. You can put it in your little you can put it in like your Instagram bio, like on the website bit, and then you can also put it on your Facebook information as well. I think I have mine where it asks you to put a website link. That's where I put my link tree link.
Yes.
And so then people can just go to the link in your bio, you know, in your profile, and they can just go there. So that works really well. So yeah, if anybody else, give me a wave if anybody else wants to be brave and share any tips for the bundles, or just a win of the week, or even just anything you're struggling with. Give us a wave. Is that Liz? No? Oh, I thought you were waving at me. Well, who's loving the 5-day blitz that we're Laura, go on, Laura.
I might as well just say something else that's been working for me as well. You know the little the on Instagram where you can swipe across to like, no, you know, normally we say like, oh, if to show love. I've been putting a swipe to order, and I've actually had a few inquiries for that because I did it on a booster. So I have a booster every day, so I practically show it every day. But I've been doing swipe to order, and someone messaged me this morning. She said, yeah, can you send me loads of info on it? So I've done that, and I've been doing that lately with a lot of things like the shakes as well, just literally writing swipe to order, and then and then you get the reaction. So that's just another little thing.
So like the little, you know, like on your story, and then
yeah, where you can
swipe,
it's called the swipe thing.
I guess
reaction thing.
I guess because it's like quick and easy, people are like, yep, swipe to order, and then you can then follow up with them.
Yeah. So I
love that, and that's been working well.
As well.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's another great tip. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I love that you always like pick up like little things from these calls, don't you? And you know, it's so great because we can all like learn from each other as well and just share like little things that's working for us. So so how are you all finding the 5-day blitz?
Yeah,
that Laura and I are doing?
Loving that.
Yeah, I'm loving it too. I can definitely feel the energy and feel the excitement. So obviously we've got that starting shortly. How have you been finding as well, like the little task that we give you the next day? Have you liked that? Yeah, they've been good. I know that some of you have done your 5 fun facts. I've still got mine to do, so I'm going to do mine tonight. So I've got no idea what mine are going to be, but I'll think of something.
The fun facts was hard to try and think of just 5 things.
Could you have done more?
Could have probably done more, but then I think it would have just bored people.
I did like yours.
Thank you.
It's good, isn't it? It's even like something as simple as that, you know, sharing your 5 fun facts is so clever, like so good, and so fun as well. So that's so good. So if you haven't done that, guys, get that up tonight. I've got to get mine up. And I know that obviously Monday night, all social media went down, didn't it? And so obviously then I don't know if you all caught the task. So I just wanted to, if any of you like missed any of the first 2 tasks or one of the tasks at the start, you can always like write it down, and you can maybe do it at the end of this week or save it for the future. So obviously the first task that we gave on the Sunday night was to do your product story. Yeah, see, I thought some of you might have missed it because we did start on the Sunday and it was a little bit late notice. So yeah, like so the first one was actually to do your product story. So to do a selfie of you like holding the capsules in your hand and sharing your product story, and that's so good. So again, if you haven't done that yet, then that's something that you can do. You can save that, you know, if you've ever got a day where you're not sure what to post, save it, you can get that up because that's really powerful. And then the next task we gave was to share like your results. So your last results from the shred, for example, or if you've had great skin results. It doesn't have to be recent, guys. It could be an old results photo that you've done, but your own personal results. So like I say, it could have been the shred, it could have been a skin one, it could have been like your hair, whatever your results have been, like doing a post about your results. Obviously if you've got new ones, great, use them. If you haven't, go back and use your old ones, because I bet you haven't used them in so long, and you can still share that, guys, because I know that so many of you have got incredible results with like your skin and body transformations and all sorts of things. So, you know, reuse them. Don't ever be frightened to reuse them. So yeah, that was like posting your results, and I thought that was really good. And then obviously you've got the 5 fun facts, which is a really, really fun one. And then tonight we're going to give you another new task as well for the next day. So yeah, if anybody like, I don't want to bore you by talking to you for like the whole 30 minutes, but if anyone's got anything that, oh, here we go, Louise. Yay.
Well, I haven't spoken for a while.
Cheers.
Yeah, just I think because I'm picking up the business again, having had sort of impromptu time out, but I'm getting myself organised and I've got on my desk and everything now, hence why I'm on screen, because I'm like organised now. But really for me, what's working for me at the moment is lists. So how I've always done my DMO is I have books and books and books, and these are like full of names of people that I've spoke to since I've done the business. And I just keep going through those lists, keep going through them. And Tiana, who's on today, bless her, that's how she signed up this week, because we'd spoken before, and now she's like, yes, I want to do it. So, you know, it's the importance of having a list like that, of keeping this record and just using it as part of your follow-up, and just going through a few names a day as part of your DMO, is just like massive. Because what I'm finding is that people are always watching. There's another lady I chatted to yesterday. I need to follow up with her again today. Because, yeah, this is it. Because she's like, yes, it's just never the right time for me. And I'm like, okay, so why isn't it the right time? She's like, oh, now my dogs have puppies. And I'm like, look, you're always going to be busy. You're always going to have something to do. You either want to look at it and do it or not. She's like, yes, I want to do it. So I'm like, right, let's get you in. Let's get you previewed, you know. So, yeah, that's kind of a thing that I'm finding with me picking things up again. It's like, right, I'm going back to the people that I spoke to like a year, 2 years ago and stuff, and you know, they're still watching. This is the thing, they're still watching, even, you know, yeah, I still see all your posts and I think you're amazing, and yeah, I'm still not ready yet, but I might be in like 6 months or something. Okay. And I then I use my calendar a lot in my phone. So there's like, I think Tiana was actually in my phone to contact her from last year. So I set it a year on to like get in touch with her, because that's when she'd said to get in touch with her, and there was a couple of other girls as well. And I use that a lot, because then it comes up and it's like, oh yeah, I remember speaking to them. And I'll just make a little note just to prompt me to, you know, like, you know, perhaps they weren't old enough at the time, so like they've only just turned 18, or they hadn't got work at the time, or something like that. So then that will prompt the follow-up message, you know, how are things with you now? Have you managed to get work? Where, you know, you know. So yeah, there's just some little tips that are working for me.
Absolutely amazing tips, Louise, and really like so spot on. Like you're kind of, because you've got like the longevity of the business, and you see that kind of, you've got that vision for the future, and because and I think this is the thing, you know, as much as it is easy to step away from this business and, you know, slow down, but then it's just as easy to jump back in and get going again. And you're a pure example of that. Look at what you've done. And, you know, I love your tip about, you know, being organized, and your list of names is so important to kind of track who you're speaking to, because that's what this business is about, having a constant list of people that you're speaking to, people that are ready now, people that are waiting a year. And, you know,
it's that whole thing, one of your training sessions, I think it was, where you're always filling your funnel.
Exactly. And like sowing those seeds, you know, I don't know if you remember the training that John did on stage once, where he was like running around the stage, like sowing all, like planting all these seeds, and he was watering them, and then he was going over. Do you remember that training he did?
I think that was before even I joined that one.
I think it might be on YouTube, but anyway, it's brilliant. And it's so true. It is like sowing those seeds, and then they all grow at different speeds, and then
Lisa Brooks used that analogy this morning.
Really?
Yeah,
that's brilliant. See, it's just, and it's so true, guys. So I think it's so important to kind of have that long-term vision and that mindset, and just, you know, keep sowing those seeds, keep going. People are watching. And, you know, consistency. You don't always have to do everything every day. As long as you aim for that consistency and like love the journey, love the process, like the results.
Be excited.
Exactly. So does anyone have anything else they want to add on to like what Louise has said? Or, I mean, can you guys relate? I know we've got to go in a minute, but I mean, who can relate, right? Wave your hand if you've felt like you spoke to lots of people, but like they're like, I'm not ready yet, you know. And yeah, wave. Exactly, all of us, me, every one of us. But if you can kind of get a system, and you're keeping track of your names, and you can keep in touch with people, you know, that's such a great tip there. Like Louise, you know, remembering to follow up with someone a year later is so good, so professional. It's so good, because you know, we all have that. People are like having babies or something, and then they are interested, but just not the right time right now. And it is, you know, you've got to put it in your diary or whatever your system is. I do the same as Louise. I use my diary actually on my phone, and if I need to follow up with someone, then I do put them in, and that just helps. So yeah, brilliant, guys. Well, we better end it there because the blitz is now starting. But like, thank you so much for joining me, and thanks for everyone for inputting and contributing. I really do appreciate that, because it just means that you're not all just listening to me all the time. And I think that we get so much, you know, when you do contribute, we get so much more value and tips, because it's always great to kind of hear what you guys are doing. And so it's awesome. So you're very welcome. Thank you all so much for jumping on, and I'll see you on the blitz, guys. Have an amazing week. Bye.